It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And yes, we do. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe and a beautiful, what is it, Wednesday? I lost track of a day.
It's Wednesday. I actually realized I forgot to contact FemCity today on Wednesday. They'll be joining us next week.
What do you mean you forgot to contact FemCity?
I forgot to contact FemCity to see if she wanted to join us today. It's been very busy is all I can say. By the way, I'm loving. And did I tell you I've been loving our backdrop for today? Have you noticed it's all about the, you, just say it.
Yeah, what's the letter before you? S? T-U, T.
T.
So you could do T, you could do X, Y, and Z.
No, but you could just do, it's all about the you, baby.
What, Marina went to you also?
No, but the colors are kind of similar. No, we got Benny Blades and we got Bernie Kosar.
Well, Bernie went to the U.
Bernie went to the U.
Didn't Bernie play for the Cleveland Browns? And did he ever play for the Jets? He ever play for the Jets? Bernie, no, he didn't, right? He played for the Jets, the Cowboys, the Dolphins. He did play for the Jets. Bernie Kosar. Ugh.
Bernie Kosar. He was at the U right before I got there.
Was he? Was he a friend of yours?
No, I think he was left before I even got there, but back in the 80s, back in the day.
Now, we have a special surprise here for you today. We've been talking war stories for about a half hour.
I actually had to close the door, and I said to Andy, did Fred even talk to you about this? We got a lot to talk about. Happy Wednesday, everyone at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can give us a call at 888-994-4995, and we will continue all of this information tomorrow on the 2-Minute Warning Show at 7:30 p.m. on WWNN. All these pieces are going to be for auction. All the money and proceeds go back to Benny Blades Foundation, the BB36 Foundation. We're going to fill you in all of that. We've got Andy joining us, and we're going to talk about these pieces and so many more.
I want to ask, are we opening up the auction today?
I don't know.
Yes,
that would be a good question.
Should.
I think we should.
Andy, let me ask you a question. Andy, you have more material in your shop, right?
Yeah, we carry lots of items.
So if I sell all this today, you got more?
We have lots more. We can keep you packed for the next 10 years.
You know what? I think we should start the auction today. How does the auction work? How do we do this?
I think we're just going to take phone calls, and then tomorrow night when the 2-Minute Warning...
No, we just start.
No. I mean today's auction?
Yes.
Today's auction takes place.
I mean, let's get people warmed up. I want to do this for all next week, too.
I know.
Because a good cause is a good cause. Get your paper, your pen. But how were the inner workings of this?
We're going to talk to Andy about that, talk about who he is, what he does. Actually, we were at the Benny Blades Foundation Gala back in January, Super Bowl weekend.
I remember that.
And I bought the Obama piece for my son for graduating law school. It was a signed Barack Obama piece, and as timing would have it, my son graduated law school 2 weeks ago, and it was the only present we had for him because everything shut down about 4 weeks later. And when I saw the piece, I thought, you know what? This was the perfect opportunity. It was a win-win. It was a win-win for the kids of the Benny Blades Foundation because proceeds went back to them. It was a win-win because it supported the gala. And I was able to get my son an incredible piece of memorabilia to remember graduating law school.
He was a big Obama fan, right?
He was a big Obama fan, never even knowing this whole thing was coming down the line under another presidency. Good, bad, or indifferent, it is what it is. And as a graduation present, he has it hanging up now in his office.
Okay, now we're going to talk to Andy. We're going to be doing this next week as well. But I just need to know. I mean, this is good for Benny Blades' show tomorrow, which is at 7:30.
Yes.
And he's going to be in studio.
He is.
So it's going to be
and
nice.
And Andy's going to be here tomorrow as well.
But I need to know, do you have any Jet stuff?
Absolutely. We carry every team, every sport, not only just sports, rock and roll, entertainment, political, history, art, jewelry. We cover the whole gambit as far as, because we deal with charities, foundations, organizations. So when you're doing silent auctions, you have to have pieces there for every flavor.
Gotcha.
You know, it's not only that just women want jewelry. Believe it or not, women buy sports memorabilia or history memorabilia or entertainment memorabilia. So you actually have to have a plethora of items for people to choose from. As you've seen before at some of our events, we have a lot of items there, and it covers everything.
The entertainment pieces were unbelievable.
Awesome pieces. One of my favorites is the Willy Wonka pieces. Comes with the Wonka bar, the golden ticket.
Yes.
It's an awesome piece because it brings you right back to your childhood. And that's one of my favorite things at whether I do charity events or show events, is when people come up to the table and they look at that Yankee Stadium piece, and they look at Billy Martin, they look at Mickey Mantle, they look at Joe DiMaggio, and they go, you know, we sat like right over here in this corner with my grandfather would take me every summer. We go for the whole summer, and we go to these games, and it brings back such memories. And that's what these pieces bring. It brings back memories. People buy it for memories as well as for art. But it's amazing when you have somebody come up to you and go, you just made my day because I have to have this piece now.
You're right. The Yankees pieces, when we were on the street walk that whole weekend, makes me think of my dad. My dad is a tremendous Yankees fan, and it was everything. It was like so TBT, so throwback to the era. I know you're a Mets fan, but for my dad, I'm like, you know what, this would have been great. Maybe for Father's Day, these are great pieces. And I think now that people are staying home more, maybe not going out for dinner as much, maybe not traveling as much, those that want to do something extra to change your house, bring a piece of memorabilia in. Now's the perfect time to do it because we're not going to events, and if you can support a charity at the same time, it's really a tremendous opportunity.
You know, it's funny. I was at Shea Stadium in the playoffs. Was it the playoffs? I don't remember when Pete Rose had the fight with Wayne Garrett and Bud Harrelson.
Bud Harrelson.
And Bud Harrelson started there, and Wayne Garrett finished it. But I was there on the third base, so I got to see and hear that noise. And when I went to Hawaii, there was a silent auction. And I want to get the rules because over there you put your bid, you left, and the auction went on for a couple of days until the ship was on a ship. And this was an authentic Pete Rose bat. And I remember that. So I waited to the last 2 minutes before midnight. They were supposed to shut it down, and the person was in the bathroom. And I went in and I put in my last bid, and I got the bat. I have the bat, Pete Rose's bat, that was signed by him and everything else, with the papers and everything else, because he someday is going to be in the Hall of Fame. You just can't stop it. I mean, maybe after he dies, whatever. And I gave it to my son, Freddie, who now has sons of his own, and it sits in the house. And you're right. I wish I could have bought something for my father when he was alive, for Felix Millan. You remember Felix Millan, the second baseman?
Love Felix Millan. Loved
Felix
him.
Millan was a family member, was Juana's cousin. He used to come to the house, and we knew Felix. It was an unbelievable. My father loved this guy. He never even watched him play, and he loved him. It was just the craziest thing. This is what this stuff brings out.
There is nothing like memorabilia, right? And
Unreal.
I'm thinking you have a new grandson on the way in the next week, 10 days or whatever.
Any minute now.
Right? He's coming, Brecken, as in Ridge. That's how I remember his name, right? How great would it be to get maybe Freddie something for Father's Day to commemorate this time period? Now, the only thing is you
maybe Grandpa should get something.
Maybe Grandpa should get
Yeah,
something.
maybe Grandpa should get something.
Oh my gosh, Grandpa, that's just craziness. But think about it. Something that commemorates this year that we're in, something good that commemorates this year. So you always look at it and go, I remember when Brecken was born. I remember that I got to take care of Rowan when you were at the hospital with Brecken. Maybe for Grandpa, maybe for Father's Day.
You know, it's really funny because my son is a big Jets fan. I mean, diehard. I raised him as a Jet Met fan. And there is no changing our teams. And we will argue until the day is long. Freddie gets dressed up. His pajamas is a Jet uniform. He actually thinks he's a Jet. It would be fantastic probably to do something. And I'm looking at this. And I remember that day that we went to this thing. I felt like I was in a time zone. All of the memories that come back of the years and the games and the things that touch my heart, my parents, my uncles, the 69 Met World Series when they beat Baltimore. I was a puppy, man.
Yeah.
and it brought a tear to my eye that day that we were down there.
The hardest
And I
thing
had
though
to go
was to
outside.
decide.
Did you notice I
Yes,
went
you
outside?
went outside.
I went outside because I was so touched by some of this stuff. This brings back family,
Yeah.
tradition, legacy, things from yesteryear. I mean, I'm not a Marino fan, probably because he beat my Jets all the time he played. But I can understand the U and the pride that goes into that school. Everything that's come out of that school has been fantastic.
I mean, the U is amazing, but then I think about Father's Day, and you think about if you had gotten something for your dad, and I think how my parents are trying to clean out their house. The only reason I didn't buy anything is because I thought they're trying to clean out their house and downsize. How am I going to bring more things into their house?
Well, there's a piano that you got to unload.
But then there are some small things, like we have this helmet, a Michael Irvin signed helmet, and again, Michael Irvin is from just saying, the U.
They had.
And then he followed me to Dallas, and he became a cowboy.
He followed you to
He
Dallas.
followed me to Dallas, yes.
Did you know Michael?
I didn't know him, but I knew of him.
Wasn't Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson also a
He
football player at the U?
He was
Yeah,
a
he
communications
played at
major at the
Miami,
U
yeah,
when I was
absolutely.
But was he playing football?
Yeah, he played football at the U, played Canadian football for a couple of years.
He went
and-
into the NFL playing Canadian, but he played at the University of Miami, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
He has a thing with his daughter that's blowing up on Facebook. He sings for the 3,000th time a song that she wants him to keep singing.
there. Really?
I'm Mao. I'm Mao, which must be a Hawaiian type of deal.
Moana, they're saying.
Yes, Moana. and Mao.
I guess he doesn't watch Disney movies at all, does he?
Well, I don't know who it is, but he.
Moana,
Moana.
because you don't have any grandchildren, any
Yeah.
granddaughters pop up.
Well, I did work with The Rock's dad. Remember, we had him on the show when we were at iHeart, and they told us the traditions from Hawaii and everything else. And so he was MAU. At Facebook ran out of letters. That's why I
Moana.
said Ma, because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's singing the song to her. Okay, but these are things that touch your heart. What do I have? I have a helmet from Joe Namath in my house, and I got a baseball sign by Gary Carter. Darryl Strawberry gave my son a baseball bat, and Freddie has it when we went to Shea Stadium, because he grounded out, and he came over into the stands, and he gave Freddie the bat. He says, maybe this will be better for you. Unbelievable. I mean,
I love
who
this
does
backdrop.
that?
And let's talk to Andy. Starting bid on these items is?
So for the Benny Blades jersey, which I'm in agreement, I think we should run the silent auction all week.
Agreed.
Starting right now. People can bid right now. So the Benny Blades is starting at $600 for a deluxe frame jersey. Comes with 2 pictures of Benny, signed by Benny. The Dan Marino is signed, of course, by Dan Marino. And all items do come with a certificate of authenticity. They do have COAs to them. Dan Marino will start at $350. And the Bernie Kosar with an actual seat from the Orange Bowl. And the seat number is 13, which represents also could be Dan Marino, even though you might not be a UM person or you are a UM person, but you have a number 13 seat with the old picture of that glorious, glorious stadium.
Behind you.
And that's going to start at $450.
Is that what this is? This is a seat?
That's the seat from
That's
the Orange Bowl.
that's an Orange Bowl seat.
The OG.
Yeah.
Now, the Orange Bowl is going to be converted into a soccer stadium by Beckham, isn't it?
The Orange Bowl is
Gone.
now where the Florida or the Miami Marlins play now. So on that hallowed ground, they built the Marlins Stadium.
Orange Bowl is now Miami Stadium?
Well, the Orange Bowl was completely torn down. It was down to nothing.
So
And
what is the stadium that they're going to build a soccer stadium?
So they're thinking about building it. It's closer to the airport. I think Miami Gardens.
Miami Gardens, man, how did I
There's a
get
golf
that
course over there. But they just built on Commercial Boulevard, if you know Lockhart Stadium, where the
Yes.
Strikers used to play. They just built the new home of Miami FC. And they're going to be playing there for between, 2 to 3 to 4 years maybe until the other stadium gets built in Miami.
It's funny. We tried to get the Strikers on the show, and all I got was the cheerleaders, remember?
Actually, you
the
can get the
Strikers
FC
too.
guys on the
Strikers
show.
aren't still here.
They're doing nothing.
No, this is back in the day when
Oh,
we were
okay.
doing the show. And we got the cheerleaders. They came. You don't remember. The blonde with the blue eyes, and then she goes to superhero. How much is this silent auction? How much does this start at?
The Orange Bowl one?
Yeah.
$450. So Benny Blades is $600, Marino is $350, And the Orange Bowl one, I was going to start it at $5, but I'm starting it at $450 to get the bidding going.
Get the bidding
And
started. And the Michael Irvin helmet?
the Michael Irvin helmet, I'm going to leave that up to you because that's going to be 100% for you guys. So you give a number and you can start it at that number.
I don't even know where to start.
So basically, I mean, an average mini helmet from Michael Irvin is going to start at auction about 150. I would start it if if you want my advice.
I was thinking like 100.
Yeah, like $75.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you are a Dallas Cowboy fan, $75, you're not going to find this anywhere.
Or a University of Miami fan. I mean, it's Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin, his clothes alone, I mean, just his whole brand, his whole...
Michael had too much mouth for me. He's a great, let me tell you, he's a great
football
a
player.
great football player, but it's just a lot of white noise there.
Yeah, I don't know if Benny ever mentioned to you, but yeah, I went to Boyd Anderson High School. Benny was a Piper. We're all friends as kids. But Piper High School, when Benny was attending, you had Benny Blades, Brian Blades, Barbie Harden, Garcia, and also Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin spent his first 2 years at Piper and then transferred over to St. Thomas Aquinas.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you imagine all those people I mentioned went to the University of Miami together in separate years, but they all ended up there.
Back in the day, I got to tell you, that school was just something spectacular.
Yeah.
They really took people from home, from South Florida. Now it's become much more international and very international now. But back in the day, I mean, that was the place to go.
Now, let me ask you, you are also a Mets fan, and do
Big
you have
Mets fan.
Mets stuff?
Yeah, lots of Mets. Actually, one of the funny things you just mentioned, I just got in about, 4 or 5 weeks ago, a signed Buddy Harrelson, The Fight, him fighting Pete Rose.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Actually, I know what you want.
Here we go.
It's
Where
so
does
funny.
that? I got to tell you something. I will be your biggest advocate on Met and Jet paraphernalia. Now, I can get Lawrence to come up here if he wants to do something with the Giants. It all depends on what Benny wants to do. But I love this stuff.
Yeah, me too.
This stuff, if you're an old person like me,
Like all of us.
who watch more football games than I have socks. I mean, I watched every Jet game since '69. I've watched every game. Whether it's tape delay, cable, it makes no difference to me. I am a die-hard Jet and Met. I don't care if the Mets lost 120 games. I went to the games.
It's like people who are diehard Dolphin fans.
Yeah, but the
They're
Dolphins
I know, you don't like
squish
the
the
Dolphins.
fish. I went to Shea Stadium when there was only 7,000 people. And they took us from the nosebleeds down to the bottom because who the hell wants to be all the way up there, right?
Exactly.
And they allowed us to bring a boombox in the day. So we used to put music on. And the Met players used to come out and say, yo, turn that boombox on, because they didn't want to hear the popcorn music coming over. And we used to play it, and the cops used to come over, and they left us alone. I got to tell you, I have so many war stories. DeWitt Clinton High School, I got to play baseball in Shea Stadium.
Did you
That
really?
is sacred ground for me, because we made the playoffs against Bayside, and we won. And we won. Do you know what it is to play in a major league stadium? I mean, ask anybody who wants to play just one game, one day, one step. It's tremendous, man. You're looking at history here, like
It's total
legacy.
history. And the entertainment pieces, the jewelry, all spectacular. Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk more with Andy Silverman of Icon Auctions and Events. Now that we're not doing events, now we're doing auctions. All of these pieces are available. We're opening up the auction bidding. We haven't even told Benny
What's
yet.
the phone line?
We're all opening up the auction bidding right now, 888-994-4995. Let us know. Give us a call. We've got the signed shirt from Benny Blaze. We've got a piece from Dan Marino. We have Bernie Kosar. And, of course, we have a signed helmet from Michael Irvin of the Dallas Cowboys.
And if we don't have it and you want it, tell us what you want. We'll ask Andy if he got it, and away we go,
There you
baby.
go. Just give us a call. Let us know your favorite team, your favorite memory, favorite memorabilia, entertainment, jewelry. We can get that for you as well. 888-994-4995, and we'll be right back.
Florida's premier auction company specializing in sports and entertainment memorabilia. Since 2012, our company's reputation is ranked as one of the best in the industry due to our unparalleled quality, exceptional customer service, and customer satisfaction. There's always a huge selection of sports treasures and entertainment collectibles. For more information, contact Andy Silverman with Icon Auction Events at 954-300-7219 or visit their website at iconicsilentauctions.com.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams and oil drops, to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
We are on fire, so let's spread your business like fire. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Cafe TV channel on Amazon Fire. Contact us today at 866-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with the click of a button. Together, we ignite.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Somebody ring my bell. Where's the bell? Hey, Teddy, ring the bell. Open up a mic and ring my bell.
I don't know where your bell is. I think it's on set. We don't know where his bell
We
is.
have no idea. The case of the missing
Maybe it's on the
bell.
table.
There you go, ring it. And we're back.
The bell.
This is a bat. I was like, there's a bat?
You don't understand his sexy English?
Maybe I bring my Pete Rose back.
The bat. She says bat. I think bat.
Yeah, that's
Like
because she's
Batman.
a female, like Battle Axe. Anyway,
Batman.
Miami Green the bell?
this is, I don't even know, where the hell did we get this?
I don't
This
know.
is a Jets bell.
I know, I say Miami Green.
Miami Green.
This came from the boys of New York, from the gang of New York. They gave it to me that time we did that special.
I think so.
Oh, yeah, it says Jets on it. Very
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Yes, our auction is open as of now, 888-994-4995. We have 4 spectacular items we are auctioning off. It rolls right through. Actually, we're going to roll it through the rest of the week, we think.
Yes, I want to do it for the rest. I want him to bring in some Jet stuff because you're going to see a crazy Puerto Rican. You're going to have to tie me down. You know something? I may be broke by the end of the week.
Oh, gosh.
And I got to tell you, if I bid and you call in and you bid more, we're going to have some fighting words because that's what happens, man. So let's say I wanted this for 500. You know, everybody out there is going to outbid me just to bid me.
I
You got
think
it?
people outbid on that original Orange Bowl seat just to get the Orange Bowl seat. Oh, look at that. There you go.
Yeah, we have
Opening bids. So here's an opening bid for the Michael Irvin helmet. Wow, I feel so official.
Come on,
$75 at
come on,
Vanna White.
Come on, Vanna White.
We're opening $450 on the Dan Marino piece. Oh no, for the
seat.
seat. Bernie Kosar. Dan Marino opens at $350. And Benny opens up at $600 behind me.
We're going to need 2 pieces of tape
She's got tape and she's rolling. So give us a call.
because we have to keep order when people call in. That's who does what. Here, give her this so she can put 2 pieces of tape.
And here you have it. She's going to put that up there.
And
people are actually writing in.
Yes.
Jonathan Lederman's writing in. Hope this message finds you well. He was hoping that you could help him with a endeavor he's doing to support the American Cancer Society in August to raise money for them for the Relay for Life. So maybe there's something that you guys can work together
100%.
to support that.
We'll give out our phone number and you can give me a call and we'll help. Everybody who calls in and needs help will help.
So, you know, Relay for Life, I'm wondering if that's even going to, maybe because it'll be outside in August, that'll still happen?
You know what? I don't know when the charity events are actually going to restart up again, but I would assume because those organizations, you know, they really need that money. And I would think that if the park and recreations in those areas are open in those cities, they'll have those Relays for Life. Because usually the the Rotary clubs are behind that. And yeah, I definitely think, I would at least think by
outdoors,
September.
I think outdoors, the events will be opening up. We'll, you know, obviously do it differently with teams and
Well, you
Yeah.
can also be
space.
creative.
Yes.
Right? Where you can have an auction highlighted by singing, by music. We can put it on our PPV channel where anybody can sing on there. It's not going to be brought down by social media because of copyright or anything. That's just an open channel.
Right.
And you can do auctions on that. You can do it on people singing. You can do it on different shows. You know, Slick is here and he's doing this show and you're talking to people and the auction takes place between commercials. You can do it all day long.
But Jonathan, he says, absolutely give them a call at ICON. The number is 954-300-7219. And opening bids, 888, look at this, 994-4995. I feel like I'm doing a telethon here.
Thank you, Vanna.
Yeah, one of the other things they can actually do, let's just say August doesn't work for them to start up these Relay for Lives or any type of foundation event, we'll be able to hold an online auction for any of those charities, foundations, organizations, where they can bid on items all month long. Even though they're not at the race or not at their charity event, we can still raise money online for them all year round.
What a great
I'm
idea.
getting a text in here. It's probably going to be your idea, but I'm getting a text talking about gifts for first responders. You know how first responders are big sports or entertainment. It could be
Yes.
anything, right? They're going to need, your website has all of your stuff in it.
So right now, if you go to the website, which is iconicsilentauctions.com, if you go to the website now, I would say, because the website is about 3 weeks old, I would say we have about 25% of the stuff up there. There's a lot of stuff to put on, but there's probably 2 to 3 to 4 to 500 things on there right now. But there's so much more to add to it. So every day something, 20 items, 30 items are being added. Jewelry is going to be added sometime in the next 2 weeks. And we have some fine art on there already, but it's basic sports, entertainment, rock and roll, history, political memorabilia.
I know, he's looking at your ring.
What is that?
It's just a piece of jewelry.
What is it? Come
It's
on.
a national championship ring from the
Whose?
University of Miami. Baseball, 1982.
Were you on the team?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, basically, I got to the University of Miami as an athletic trainer. So in sports, more prevalent in football with the higher numbers of players, not enough scholarships to go around. So when you can get somebody to come in and get a scholarship for something else but fill a roster spot, that's basically what happened. And I became a trainer there for a bunch of years. Left there, went to go work as a sports agent for a lot of years, and about 2012 we started this company, basically just to fundraise for charities, foundations, and organizations.
Who did you beat to get that ring in the championship game?
Well, we played Wichita State, and history after that. But that's actually one of the games where the phantom ball was thrown. If you remember that, where the pitcher threw the ball, yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. Why is Wichita State always in the finals? I mean, what the hell is that?
Great
One of the
college
best.
baseball team. Same thing as Cal State Fullerton. Same
That's
thing as
right.
Texas,
That's right.
University of Florida, Florida State. It's the major Division I teams that get the best of the best.
And what major league players were on your team that won the championship?
So in 81, you had Neil Heaton, was a pitcher for Pittsburgh for many years. That's pretty much the best one out of the group. Phil Lane never really made it, but he was a prolific home run hitter, great player.
So you had a
Billy
whole
Rona.
cluster. It was a team effort that won that championship.
Oh, it was all team effort, all team effort. It was
Right.
wasn't about the long ball.
No, it's
It was
about the
about
game.
bunting, moving everybody over, and then you had the guys like Phil Lane who would crush the ball for you.
To win that ring, to be able to wear that ring, Dawn, is spectacular because you were the best school in the country. And that's something that nobody can ever take away from you, to being the best. You don't understand the feeling of being the best until you get to wear that ring.
Well, if you think about, and I know you don't want to hear it, that was when University of Miami football
Yes.
and baseball were winning national championships.
Actually, we were the first team sport to win, and then a year later, football team won. So it was the 83 season, 84 Orange Bowl for the national championship. There's a lot of pride as just being an athlete or a trainer or an equipment manager or a coach at that school. It wasn't just about your sport, it was about the you.
That's right.
You had pride in everything.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
And-
I had guys coming in here, taking off their clothes to show me their tattoos.
I think he must have played with you. I have to get his name that's on the card
From
from Paramount.
Yeah, we call him today.
But he said he played baseball in 81. So
81. So he played with Heaton. Yeah. So back
it-
then we had a freshman JV team. So of course you're not with the big guys when you go. When you go from one level to the next, you're a man, and then you're a boy amongst men. They're so much better. So it takes that little effort to work your way up to get to where you have to be and have to play. So yeah.
It's an accomplishment. My son got to play college football up in Boston, and he wasn't a starter, so he never talks about it. And I said to him, you're the only Santori at the college level that put his foot on the field. So I have the shirt, right? They put him in for one play, and he intercepted a pass. He was a cornerback. And he brought me the football, which I still have. And I say to him, are you kidding me? I'm keeping this for your sons. Not for me, for your sons, so they know that you're the only Santori that got to play. It is the pride that you have. I don't care if it's for 30 seconds. It makes no difference. To be able to wear that ring, you got to tip your hat, because not many people can do that. Not many people can say, I have it. And that just goes a long, long way. And again, I get very sentimental about this stuff because my whole life has been around sports. All my life. Since I was seeing the Mets and the Jets play. And the Knicks, it was the 69 Mets, and you had the Jets, and then you had the 72 Knicks. It was just craziness in New York, like they do in Boston every year now. Just crazy.
Yeah, I agree. It's all about growing up in sports. In Brooklyn, we grew up playing stickball at a really early age, and you played with at that point the teenagers and the adults. Everyone got enough in. I don't know if you grew up in Coney Island or Brooklyn or anywhere in that area, but
We played against them.
we basically first base was the car door handle, second base was the sewer, third base was a car door handle, and then home plate is another sewer.
And it's funny because in Brooklyn you used to pitch.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In the Bronx we didn't. We used to drop.
No, we used to
drop
pitch.
and hit. I had
those
bounced
spinners
twice.
on the ball, and oh yeah.
And it's funny because there was a famous baseball player, center fielder for the San Francisco Giants that came to play for the Mets. You know what I'm talking about?
Willie Mays.
That's right. And Willie Mays used to play stickball in Brooklyn. And he had the pitching in deal. And we used to travel. There used to be a stickball tournament. And we used to travel. We had a great team in the Bronx. Man, but Brooklyn was good.
Remember your question you asked yesterday about the no-hitter, World Series no-hitter?
Who is the only pitcher in the history of the game to throw a no-hitter in the World Series?
Don Larson.
That's right. Yeah. And this man, I'm going to tell you.
Ding, 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 ding.
And I tried to explain to Dawn how difficult just doing that is, especially in the biggest game of your life.
Just that's why you've never seen it again.
Never see it again. Now, I got to see the Mets and the Yankees play in the World. I could do this all day.
I know,
the
you're
Mets and
having
the
a good time.
Yankees play in the World Series, right? Remember that? And I had said to God, before I die, I've been a good guy. Can you give me this? And they went and they played. The Mets lost because they got cheated. Yes, and I'm going to say it. They got cheated.
Yeah.
They got cheated in that first game.
It was before 9/11 or right after 9/11?
Right before 9/11.
Because I remember after 9/11.
It was after.
I think it was 9/11.
That's the year.
Yeah, I think it was 9/11 because you had both New York teams playing,
That's
and it was
right.
crazy.
That's right. And I will never forget. I will never forget for the rest of my life when the Mets came back to play the Atlanta Braves right after 9/11. And for 15 minutes, nobody moved. Everybody was crying, everybody was screaming, and in the bottom of the ninth, my man hits the home run, and that's the shot for
Makes
me
you
heard
tear,
around the
huh?
world. That's the shot heard for me around the world. And he won the home run, the catcher for the Mets, Piazza.
Oh yeah.
And he came
That was a
home,
crushing home run too.
and everybody was crying. Nobody knew what to do with themselves. You ever seen a grown man crying hysterically, not knowing what to do with himself? Look at Pete Rose when he broke the record. They stopped for 20 minutes that game. He didn't know what to do with himself. And they brought his son out. He cried like a baby for 10 minutes. He's a grown man because he broke the all-time base hit record. I don't care that he gambled. Man, there are players out there doing a whole lot more stupid things.
Yeah,
This
I never
man did
agree
what
with
nobody
that.
will ever do again.
I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. I think they should give him his
Absolutely. Stop the
stripes back, and
nonsense.
I agree.
But you started this company to give back to foundations.
Yeah.
I want everyone to realize whatever auction money comes in through this, it's not going back to Andy Silverman. It's not going to Iconic. It's going to foundations.
Right. So basically, the way this works for charities and foundations, we normally give 25% of what's sold back to the charity, because we have to recoup to make another piece, to buy this, to pay for for our things. The framing is a big, as you can tell,
Yeah.
it's really nice framing.
Beautiful.
The framing is we don't go cheap on framing. We kind of go all out on framing. And so the money that comes in, the charities make a good amount on the pieces, especially when it's bidded up. So the key is when people are at different foundation events, they know why they're there. So if something is $1, they know they're spending $20 on it. They're going to spend money. And then you have the guys who have been drinking, or the ladies have been drinking, and now it becomes a all-out fight for this item.
I can imagine.
Yeah, an item that's $600 goes for $4,000 or $5,000, and you're looking at them and go, "Are you crazy?" But hey, it's great for the charity. You know why you're
great for the
there.
charity.
So that's
Now,
what we did. This is
But
strictly
I gotta
for the
ask
charities.
you, how do you get the signatures on the jerseys and this? How do you do that?
So basically, a lot of items, like let's look at the Dan Marino. So basically, Dan Marino lives down here. His foundation is down here. It's very readily, easily to get his autograph down here. Bernie Kosar would be the same way. But if you're looking for something like Charlie Chaplin, which is umpteen years ago, that you have to go through different auction houses or different estate sales. And when you get something, say, from an estate sale, 9 out of 10 times it's not coming certified. So now you have to make the certifications up. You go to different, whether it's JSA or PSA or ISA or Beckett, and you get them to certify your items. The piece like Benny signs that personally.
Right.
I think I know Benny. I might know him, but he signs things personally. And most of the hurricane stuff it gets signed personally.
So when you have, like, let's say Jets or Mets paraphernalia stuff, some of it is signed and some of it isn't. Like Gary Carter's no longer with us, right?
Right.
So that's not going to be signed. But you could still get his signature from somewhere else.
Absolutely.
And have it embroidered on there. Is that the way it works?
I don't have one here today, but if I were to take, it's called a cut signature. It's just like on a piece of paper or a napkin or a book signing. Yeah, I would cut that out of the book, send it in to get certified, or have our company certify it if it's done in front of us, so we know the company that's doing it. And then what we do is we build pictures around it with the autograph there, more of an art piece. Everything we do is something you can hang up in your house or your office or business, wherever it might be, because it's art. It's just not a picture that's signed, and that it used to be like years ago, just a picture, and that's it. As you can see, the way everything is framed these days, it's really beautiful. It brings out the colors in the items, because if you can see, like the Dan Marino picture has, of course, the dolphin colors, but look at the matting on there. It has the aqua. It has the orange color. So it makes it look really good. So the wife can approve of it, or the husband can approve of it.
He's been down this road.
It's a great
Absolutely.
piece, because if you were to buy these or collect these pieces separately and you go to your local framing, which nobody's doing anymore, what you're going to spend on the framing and putting this together and the time, plus you're getting a signed piece, it's really a no-brainer. And I know this because I've been that route before many years ago.
Let's
So
go to
that Benny Blades right there behind you,
Yeah.
if you were to take that jersey as a jersey, see how it's folded neatly, how they do all that, the pictures are in there, and the matting, you probably have 3 pieces of matting in there, and then you have logos. If you were to take that to a local, let's just say Michael's, right? Michael's is going to charge you about $500 just for the frame.
Just for the frame.
Just for the frame.
I know that. I was going to ask you, because let's go to another level. I know what you do. If I wanted to have a baseball with the signature of Murderers Row of the Yankees, what is it, 1927 Yankees, 26, whatever it is, and have it custom done this, you actually can do that.
Oh, absolutely. We can frame anybody's pieces.
Holy smokes. Do you know what's going on here? Do you have any clue?
So that baseball you have hiding someplace in your house that you can now take out and have.
Not even. He can actually get the signatures
Yes.
authenticated. It's going to take money and time and everything else, but he can actually build Murderers Row with a whole symbol of what it means. I mean, I'm not a Yankees fan, but if I was, I would think about that.
So basically, I think the biggest group of baseball fans is Yankee fans. It's a
'cause they win a
worldwide
lot.
base. It's the biggest, I would say the biggest group of fans. And, to this day, I can't keep like the core 4 together. I have to get it. As soon as I get it, it's completely sold.
Gone.
It's just hard to keep just 4 modern day players. Can you now imagine somebody wants Murderers Row? Your Murderers Row, you're talking, if you're talking the whole team,
On a baseball.
it's only done on baseballs. It's
On a
very
baseball.
few, huh? It's only done on baseballs.
On a baseball, put the pictures and everything around.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Murderers-
absolutely can be
I got
done.
to tell you, the greatest team ever organized in baseball for me was Murderers Row. Look at the numbers. It's crazy.
So I have seen a Murderers Row
You have?
piece done with a baseball, and it was done, the matting was a baseball field of Yankee Stadium,
Yes.
and each picture was the position of the starters. And
How
I
much
say-
does that run for?
Oh, gosh. With every signature on there, including Ruth, including Gehrig, including see, this is the important part, the coaching staff, not just the head coach, the coaching staff. That's a $500,000 ball or more. Now, if it's just the coach on there, you can get them in the 50s, 60,000 range.
No, if I'm ever going to spend money on something that big, I want it all.
Oh, yeah, you have to have it all.
Gotta have it all.
Gotta
If you're
have
going
it
to
all.
spend that kind of
Yeah.
money, you're talking about history.
Yeah,
And then
gotta
you think
have it
about
all.
the entertainment world, all these amazing icons that we've lost, and how we worked with Nostalgic America over at all these amphitheaters,
yeah.
and putting that together to go back to charity. Money that was raised for COVID. I mean, there's so many incredible things that we can do.
Imagine having Nostalgia America in
Can you?
January and having this stuff along the side? Oh my goodness gracious.
Mm.
That is scary thought. That is a scary, scary thought. We had 1,200 people at the last event we had before this thing hit at Nostalgic
Park.
America at Meisner Park. They had sold 6,000 tickets. for that event. But then this
Really?
thing broke out.
The next day, right?
The
Everything shut
next
down
day.
the next day.
Everything shut. This was the day before everything shut down. We were shocked. There was 1,200 people. Now we were away, all masked out, dressing room, the whole night. Everybody was out, masked out, and everything else. But they had 6,000 in attendance for a cover band. A cover band on that stage.
Rolling Stones.
Of the Rolling Stones. But can you imagine putting something like this together and having this stuff?
Well, I know
You
they've
took about-
rescheduled both of them. There's
January,
Queen
yeah.
and ABBA cover bands rescheduled in January that were supposed to take place at Meisner Park. So wouldn't that be great to hook up a charity with it?
I think. it
So
would
we,
be
we do a lot of events at the Coral Springs Center for the Performing Arts, and they have, throughout the year they have cover bands from the Bee Gees to ABBA, and they're all sellouts. People love cover bands. You're not going to get ABBA, so why not get the best thing? A group from where ABBA's from, or a Stone group from London, or a Beatles group from London. We watched a Bee Gees group that blew us away. They're all from London, and I thought the Bee Gees were there on stage. Look, the sound. I love cover bands. I love concerts. And what we do for Springs, for the city, for that, we can also do for your events at Meisner Park.
love it.
It's very
I
easy.
love it.
Very easy.
And we have a lot of fun. I went to the movies in Atlantic, and the Beatles on the beach is how they called the Beatles. You know the
Beatles.
guys that were running
Yep.
around. They looked like the 4 Beatles. I went in the movies. I'm sitting there. I was waiting for somebody to come out of the bathroom, and the 4 of them come over, and they sit and they start eating my popcorn. And I look around, and the flashback was my brother. May he rest in peace. Harry was the biggest Beatle fan in the world.
Really?
If Harry even saw these guys who aren't the Beatles, but they look just like him, and they're eating the popcorn, they're telling me, going to the movies, mate? And I go, yeah. I says, you guys want to hang out? Yeah, we're going to be over here. And they got me front row. I got to see them play that night. My goodness gracious. You talk about things that touch your life. Man, I got to meet Donna
You are
Summers.
the perfect demographic for these pieces.
Yeah.
I got to meet Donna Summers in Central Park, as God is my witness. Donna Summers was in Central Park, and the rains were coming. And I was at the front. I got there early. I said, Donna, you're not going to get this concert off. She said, why? It's going to rain like you ain't never seen. And she's there with the thunder and the lightning singing. And I'm in the front with an umbrella saying, I'm ready to take the umbrella up to you. The next day, she had me backstage. Because I was the only guy crazy enough to stay when Donna Summers was in. And they used to do concerts in the park, which is what I've asked you to let's do here as well. I got to meet Donna Summers. I got to meet some of the other artists that were there. These are things that I tell my kids and they think I'm crazy. But living in New York, you did a lot of crazy things.
Live in New York, you see a lot of crazy people, too.
And then you get to bring it here. So the auction is open. We're going to run this now through the end of the week.
Yes.
And people who
Maybe
love the
next week.
Dolphins, like Dawn DeMarco, Dawn DeBook, loves the Dolphins. This would be a great gift.
I have another great dolphin piece. I should have brought that today, too. It's Don Shula. And
Oh,
it's
that'd be a
so
great
beautifully
piece.
framed.
Is it the perfect season?
Yeah, it was a perfect season picture,
Perfect
too, that he
season.
signed. Yeah,
Don Shula, may he rest in peace.
yeah.
How much is that piece?
We start that at 400.
Yes, I want to run this and put it in a segment so we can run a set off of this thing. For charity, I'll do anything. But if he brings me Jet and Met stuff, watch out now.
But
Right,
in
I'm
that Don
telling you.
Shula piece, oh my gosh,
But
in a heartbeat.
listen,
to
I-
start at $400?
I am not a Dolphins
But for
fan.
people who are?
For people who are, with all due respect.
and now with him just passing, oh my gosh.
So I just framed up about 2 weeks ago. If you go on the website, type in Tom Seaver, Nolan Ryan. Look what I framed on that. What I did was from 1969 picture of them two together, and last year a picture of them two together. It was
Wow.
right before Seaver got sick.
do you
Because
know,
Seaver can't do any more events or anything anymore.
do you know who Nolan Ryan is? You do?
I know the name.
Nolan Ryan, threw 102 miles an hour. They used to call the Ryan Express.
Yeah.
It will go through you.
And that was before all of this doping and extra special clothing
Now these
and
guys are
extra
clean.
supplements. This was clean,
Yeah.
old school athletic ability. Not that take away from anyone else now, but now we have extra enhancements and supplements. Not then.
Well, even if you if you eat right, let's say clean food, and you don't drink beer, and you're a specimen in today's game. Back then, when Babe was playing, there was a couple of shots of tequila, and they used to show up to the ballpark drunk.
Everybody drank big and
Everybody.
ate big.
Everybody.
Drank. You had that kind of money, you drank big and ate big.
There was a place on the Grand Concourse. My sister's gonna kill me. The Yankees used to hang out there before their games. I got to meet Mickey Rivers. I got to meet Greg Nettles. My favorite was Thurman Munson. May he rest in peace. The day he died broke my heart. And I was not a Yankee fan because Bobby Mercer took my baseball glove when I was a kid. I cut school. He took my baseball glove and wouldn't give it back. I took my Yankee jacket and I threw it in the garbage and became a Met fan. But all these guys used to hang out at Alexander's in the Grand Concourse, baby. They were all there. They know who they are, and they drank before, including Reggie, before every game. Before every game. And man, could they play. Lou
Big
Piniella,
drinkers.
sweet Lou. He can sleep, wake up, and get you a home run when you needed it. This guy can hit a fly from 1,000 yards with a baseball. This guy was unbelievable.
We got to use some more sports pieces. I want to change the setup every week, and we're going to because Benny's going to be here starting tomorrow instead of in his bedroom. We thought this was a much better presentation of these pieces than Benny's bedroom, although, Linda, it is lovely, I must say. And change this up every week and really give back to these kids.
I think it's time to bring the community to us. We understand masks and safety and all that stuff, but the bidding can start.
Online bidding, why not?
And I'm going to put a picture of somebody famous there, and we're going to bid out dinner. Win a dinner date, something, or maybe a baseball player or something. The Giants are doing it, and they're doing phenomenal.
absolutely.
Strahan.
Yeah.
You think I want Strahan
Let's
in
auction
my
off
house?
dinner with you with the painting,
Absolutely not.
with a picture.
Not
A
me.
date with
somebody
Freddie.
famous.
Be you,
I'm
Magic
not famous.
Man.
Somebody famous, like somebody big.
Find that somebody big.
Yeah. Somebody, I don't know, we'll come up with something.
But let's start the auction. Let's open it up. $350 for the Dan Marino piece. $600 opening bid for the Benny Blades signed shirt. Bernie Kosar, $450.
$450.
And $75 for the Michael Irvin piece. And I would love, maybe tomorrow you can bring up the Don Shula piece as an extra.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring up another couple of stanchions or something there.
However you want to do it, we're here for the cause as well, and we'll pump it out.
Yeah.
We love Benny. I respect what he does. Him and his brother did
Yeah, absolutely.
professionally because I only got to watch it. I was never good enough to step on that field, and these guys he was a first rounder. I gotta tell you, it's just, I love my business. I love it. I got to work with some of the greatest in the game. I got to meet Obama when he ran up in North Carolina. I was there. I talked to Michelle. I talked to everybody that was involved right before he won. These are things you can never replace.
That's what I love about the piece, because Aaron always loved Obama, my son, and so we got the piece, supports everyone got for graduation for law school. But now when he always looks at that piece, he's going to remember what happened to his law school graduation, right? He didn't
Absolutely.
get to have the graduation, how things have changed, our presidency now versus then, what it's like now to be an attorney coming out in this situation and have that piece. And I didn't know then when I bought that piece, obviously back in January it was going to happen, but something told me you have an opportunity and take that opportunity because you never know when that opportunity is
I
going
do
to come
remember
again.
you were like thinking really hard about it, and finally you said, you know what, I got to get it.
I had to do
Yeah, you
it, and I
finally
looked at
came back
all
and
of your
got it.
pieces and I
Yeah.
thought,
I got to ask you. You had that in mind, and Chuck has something else he wanted.
and guess who got what they wanted?
Yeah, that's right. You were battling on what to get.
We were dying in the back. They had
really?
the bar in the back.
Yeah.
He
I was
wanted
with
sports.
the kids. We were watching Dawn and Chuck, and they were going back and forth. He wanted a sports piece. Which one did he want?
Who remembers?
I think he
I'm
wanted
sure-
the Kobe Bryant.
Oh, the Kobe Bryant piece
Yeah.
was a
Now,
great
can
piece.
you imagine?
Because that was right then. That was right after Kobe
And that's another
Bryant
piece.
had
he died,
passed.
3
Was
months,
it
2
after
It
months
was
Kobe
later.
right
died?
afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you got
And
a
that
good
piece
memory.
went quickly, so it was really
Yeah.
between those two pieces. And by the time I got over there, because we had done airing shows for the whole night there, I think someone else had bid out that piece, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, someone bid on it. Yeah.
I
gotta-
thought, let's
gotta
do the
tell you
Obama
something.
piece.
I gotta tell you, I don't argue
You would
with
have done the Kobe Bryant piece,
Pretty much. Because Obama's still alive and Kobe isn't.
but that was
Yeah.
a spectacular piece also.
It was.
But you know
I
what?
saw
The
that.
political pieces always go up. They don't come down. Yeah, I have a lot of presidential pieces. I'm building a piece right now. It's called The 5 Living Presidents. So it's Nixon, it's Ford, it's Carter, it's Reagan and Bush.
Wow.
and it was a picture. I forgot the president that passed away from Egypt back then in 1982,
Yes.
83, somewhere in there. And it's the first time all 5 presidents were together.
Wow.
And they call it the 5 living presidents. And so I'm trying to do one now with this presidency of the past 5 presidents. So
Interesting.
this one's being built. It's being framed right now. So it'll be ready probably in about 2 weeks.
And you had told me that evening. You had told me whether you like Trump or don't, the presidential pieces continue to go
They
for
always go
auction,
up.
and they do really, really well. And
And
you're
I-
supporting charity. It doesn't matter what your political opinions are. Get what resonates with you. The Kobe Bryant piece was a little out of my budget by the time I got over
I
to
can
the
see
table.
why. I can see why.
The Obama piece wasn't, and it's something, and there's a voice saying, take the opportunity now because you never know. And I can't tell you I would have gone on the website and go, oh, wait, let me look, but it was there, and it was timely, and it commemorated law school.
But I'm going to tell you, if I was your son and I was graduating, the Obama piece all of a sudden becomes a very sentimental piece because of what's going on around us right now. So when your son gets children and everything else, he has a story to tell.
Right.
And that's what this stuff does. It tells the story. I remember when Freddie was getting married, everybody from the family came to stayed in my house. And there was a circle of all the kids, and Rowan wasn't there yet. It was just the husband and wives that had just gotten married. And we sat there, and all they wanted to talk about was what happened to my life with my parents, because they were still alive. Joe was there, about growing up in the Bronx, about what, and they were glued about this stuff. And that's what this stuff does. It just brings back all those great memories.
You know, and we talked about this yesterday. The greatest generation, I've been watching Hunters. Hard show to watch, important topic to watch, when it said it came from, factual ideas. But the fact that this generation, my parents' generation, in the 70s, when they were in the United States and coming over to New York, things that weren't talked about, but those memories that are there, like synagogues and things that happened in Brooklyn, and to bring back those memories, that stories that weren't written, but if they weren't written, maybe something like this, maybe a piece brings back those memories, and you go, I remember when this hung in our basement, or I remember when my grandmother told me the story of that.
Yes.
It
Very
brings back
important.
different
And
memories.
that's what I get at these events. You get these people who come up and just want to talk to you, not only just about buying the piece, on what it's doing for them.
Yeah.
This is my grandfather, this is my grandmother, this is my dad, this is what, they have to get the piece. They're already locked into it. But then you have the people who, like us, who grew up with like The Wizard of Oz or Willy Wonka. It resonates. You see that, you go, oh my God, this brings me back to 10 years old. I want this piece. And that's one of the warming things that we get out of this when we do these shows. She'll tell you, I love to talk. I love to talk. And when people want to talk, I talk with you. We talk up the whole piece for them. And they walk away, and they always either email or call back, hey, I have a friend looking for this, or I have someone looking for that. Everybody who sees something hanging in somebody's house that they bought from us or any other type of an auction, they just fall in love with the piece. Can we get a piece like that? Can we get this? So like you said, on the show, you might have people calling in asking, hey, can you help out our charity?
Yep.
That's what we want. We want to raise money for as many charities and foundations as possible.
It's really funny because I never knew what a Willy Wonka was until I met you.
I call you Willy Wonka.
I never knew what it was. I
Really?
never seen the movie. You got to remember, I was raised in the South Bronx, and we had one TV we had the color TV that didn't work with the black and white on top and the rabbit ears. I didn't watch a lot of TV growing up. And what I did watch was sports because all my uncles, all 20 of them were watching the Mets and the Jets and what have you. But I didn't know what a Willy Wonka was. I have learned more about traditional, The Wizard of Oz and me. I didn't learn about The Wizard of Oz till I was in high school.
But you know what the problem is back in the day, even when I was growing up to a certain point, those shows are only on once a year.
Yes.
If you watched it, you watch it. If it's Christmas time and you missed Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you missed it for the whole year. It's not on 20 times during December, So some kids who didn't grow up with that, you lost a big part of your childhood.
I did.
I can tell you that.
But I watch it now.
Yeah.
I watch everything. I can watch every show known to man now. I go to the movies every weekend. Now I'm going to the drive-in. I love it because Freddie Prinze was my hero.
Oh, I love Freddie Prinze.
When he was on the set, and I tell you this all the time, I told my mother, Mom, you see Freddie? I'm going to be the next Freddie. Because if he could do this and they pay him for it, I got to be on TV.
That Chico and the Man.
It was the best.
Favorite.
It was the best, and we talk about that all the time. But I never got to do the Willy Wonkas. I didn't get to do any of this stuff. I got to see a lot of sports. I went to a lot of games. I cut school from PS 82 to go to Yankee Stadium, which is right down the street. I was a bleacher bum at 12, 11, 10 years of age. I was a bleacher bum. You know what the bleacher bums in Yankee
You hung
Stadium
out
were?
under the bleachers?
They bought beers, and I was young, and I didn't buy any
You
beer.
know what happened to
I
the
coulda
bleachers
had
at the Orange Bowl?
them. I'm afraid to
Yeah, you
ask.
do not want to know.
Yeah. Well, the Orange. Wow. You know, people call it a shithole, but it was our shithole. You know what I'm saying?
$10 no blocky.
Yeah.
I tell you, the Mets and Yankees played the Mayor's Trophy game. My father took me, may he rest in peace, because he knew I was a Mets fan, and he bought tickets. And my mother said, how much you spend for those tickets? And he said, $5. $5? The hell buys a Mayor's Trophy game for $5? Even in the day, it was right behind a pillar.
Killer. Yeah.
And I sat there saying, Dad, he said, shut up, it's a good seat.
But one thing I want to say about the Benny Blades jersey, there's a lot of pride, of course, with the University of Miami, but the Blades name is royalty. It's like having Jim Kelly or Michael Irvin. It's royalty. That's why he's on the Ring of Honor. And, you know, you had Benny Blades, Brian Blades, and after them, you had two more Blades come through. One Blades is playing right now. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, and to have that name on the Ring of Honor, it's going to be there forever. So
Wait a
Blades
minute.
will always
Stop
be
the
known.
presses. Wait a minute. Did you know this?
Brian someplace.
Someplace? Wait, he's down the street buying a
Brian's son
Yeah.
plays.
Where?
Where does he play?
So Brian's son is playing, I think it's Western High School, was supposed to be this year. Where he's going next year, I have no clue yet. I don't know if he's committed to anywhere.
I didn't know that.
But Brian and Benny's brother played up until 2000, and he tragically passed away 2000.
That I heard, yeah.
And now they have another Blades there who's doing great things. And the tradition just carries on.
Wow.
You know,
I didn't know
hopefully in 10 years from now we'll have another Blades coming through there. But it's royalty, the name. Anytime you get your name on that Ring of Honor, there's not many names on there, you're UM royalty. But when you have that many names of the same family coming through, it's
a little different.
It's almost like you have to go to Miami.
I
And not that any of them ever tell their kids you got to go to Miami.
I heard that. His son didn't go to Miami.
No, HB, no, he went to Pitt.
Yeah, he told us that story.
Went to
I got
University
to
of
tell you,
Pitt.
when you go back to NYU and you walk around, or you take your grandsons, if they decide to go, then you walk around. Like we got to walk around UM, even though he didn't graduate, we went back that night and we walked around campus to walk around and look back and go, how many generations of our family had been there? It was my father-in-law and us and Aaron, 3 generations, and my brother, my sister, I mean, we all went there. And it's not like it was a free public university,
No.
but it's the tradition of what it was. But
That's funny because nobody in my family ever went to NYU. Nobody even knew what an NYU was.
I think the only one who hasn't gone there is my daughter, yet. Chelsea,
To
yet.
University of Miami.
Yeah, yes, grad school
As a
next.
matter
But
of
you know
fact,
something? I would love to go back to NYU and take my kids so they could see.
NYU is
what-
great. Just to tour the campus, it's unbelievable.
Well, it's
Take a-
changed since
Small.
I got there. They painted the buildings.
But
You take a look
I'll show
around.
you that the much of the tradition with the Blades is, what's his name? Who passed away in 2000. His son now plays at the University of Miami.
Was that
Really?
Al?
Al, yeah, his son plays at the University of Miami now. So it's,
Wow.
tradition goes.
I think his birthday's the same day as yours.
You're kidding? Wow. A lot of stuff.
A lot of things going on. But our auction is open. It's going to run through the rest of the week to support and benefit the Benny Blades 36 Foundation. To support your foundation or to plan an event with Andy, give him a call at 954-300-7219. You can give us a call to bid. Bidding starts now. 888-994-4995. We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, I got to get the clowns out of that room because that's like a clown car in there.
No, they're actually doing some production.
So I want to see what they're producing, bring them in, and thank our sponsors. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Pizza District is the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. They have amazing deals, great food, and an even better customer connection. Their owner, Nico, runs the friendliest and cleanest pizzeria for miles around. With their pizza made with whole wheat, gluten-free, cauliflower crust, and traditional New York style, you can't go wrong. Plus all the extras like salad and chicken wings. They are a family-run business with a great atmosphere. Call today to order your pizza and tell them the Brooklyn Cafe sent you at 561-961-4163. That's 561-961-4163 for Pizza District, the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
They call me Don Pablo, and 20 years ago, I discovered my passion for great quality coffee. Today, we're roasting excellent quality coffee that's rich, smooth, and very complex. It's a taste that's new in the world. They call me Don.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That was a whole lot of fun.
You like that? You went down memory lane.
I do, and more and more stuff comes. He says something about the Cubs winning the World Series.
You could have sat here all day talking.
If Freddie was here, we'd take a bottle of our favorite Gubba Rum, and we put some ice in that bad boy, and we'd be here all day.
This segment brought to you by
Gubba Rum.
because it's wicked smooth.
Wicked smooth. And it's funny because I talked to Steve yesterday, and there's some Gubba Rum pieces that are missing. But I guess we're just going to go ahead and just promote what we have, where you have the Gubba Rum.
Gubba Rum Silver and Gubba Rum Gold.
In a bag with a juice for $29.99. And if you want it, just let us know. We are reaching out to some liquor stores today, so go in that direction. But if you want it, we can hook you up with Steve. You want to order it that way, any which way you want to do it.
Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth, so you can get your mojito or you can get your margarita mix paired with the appropriate Gubba Rum in a beautiful Gubba Rum bag that we should have on set.
It's right
For
here.
$29, you're hooked in.
And you have the bottles on.
Oh, okay, the bottle's right on it. There you have it.
And
But that was a great set, and tomorrow on the Benny Blades 2-Minute Warning Show at 7:30 p.m. on WWNN, this auction will continue through our show, through their show, and through Friday, and closing bid proceeds go back to the Benny Blades 36 Foundation to support the underprivileged youth in our community.
And I'm going to give you the inside track. If you call in and you put your name for this bid at $350, and nobody calls in,
You get it
win.
for $350.
This is the way I got my Pete Rose bat. You know how much I paid for that Pete Rose bat? It was $1,200.
Wow.
My ex-wife almost killed me. It's a good thing we were on the ship. Otherwise, I would have been man overboard.
But that's why I didn't get the Kobe Bryant piece, because it got a little up there for my price point for graduation. But I did get Aaron a spectacular Obama piece.
It is spectacular. I'm going to tell you, that is a
And
really,
that is
really
a
cool
story. And all I can say from that experience is when an opportunity presents itself, take it, because you never know.
piece. So what's the phone number?
Our number?
Yeah.
888-994-4995. I'm just laughing every time that door opens again.
If you want to call in, there is the number $350, $450, and the helmet from
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin for $75. Just call in. If nobody, is it tomorrow night this auction is over? Or is it
No,
over?
we're going to run it through Friday.
We're going to Friday. Okay.
We're going to run it through Friday.
I guarantee you, Friday, put it on the side, and you'll win.
Unbelievable pieces. Benny Blades, Dan Marino, Bernie Kosar with an original seat from the Orange Bowl. If you are from South Florida and you have ever been to the Orange Bowl, good, bad, or indifferent, that seat has memories for you any which way.
That's right. So give them a call. Give us a call at
888-994-4995, and I'm excited he's going to bring, dare I say, because it's going to go fast, a Don Chula signed piece from the perfect season tomorrow. Opening bid, $400. I mean, really?
He's bringing me some Jet stuff. I'm going to be a little light this week. And he knows my favorite players and stuff. I walked right into that one.
Entertainment, Willy Wonka. I mean, the hardest part was choosing a piece when you see all of these pieces. But what they do so great at Icon events, auctions and events, is they give back to charity. So if you have a charity event, things that have changed, we talked about it this morning, how you need to change and elevate your business to bring things forward. Charity events, also an online auction. Everyone can do it from home. You can even send wine, you can send music, you can do so many things. And people can still buy from the comfort of their home and decorate their homes. It'd be great for sets. I mean, great for a living room, great for, you name it.
That's right. Be a little creative, and it will be coming back to you 7 times over. And it's a nice way to do an addition to something special you want to do for yourself.
So contact us at the studio. Let us see how we can help you. 888-994-4995. But you know, today's a really big day.
Tell me why.
You know what's happening today at 4:30?
I'm
Do
gonna
you know
tell
what's
you.
happening at 4:30 today?
I do, because I've been watching it too. I had no idea that this next segment is being done, because I just heard you whisper the segment. Yes. Why don't you tell us about it?
I'm going to let our newest producer talk about it, because today, I didn't even realize this, the first manned flight rocket to go back into space from the U.S.
From a private company.
Exactly. It is not a U.S. governmental.
It's not NASA.
That's the most spectacular thing. So we were talking about it. Some of our crew didn't even realize it was happening, but Dina did. So we've got Dina Martucci, brand new to us.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Actually, something that is crazy, 2 NASA astronauts are going up. However, it is not a NASA-based space launch. It's all from Elon Musk, and it's called SpaceX. And there are 2 NASA astronauts heading up there today at 4:30.
Now let me ask you, Elon Musk, when he first came out with this idea, I think it was 12 years ago,
Right.
people laughed at him and said, what do you mean rockets that come back to Earth? What do you mean you're going to be using it? He decided it because it's very expensive to even get the shuttle up into space. And you had to rebuild it every time you're going to send it up, right? Space Shuttle 1, 2, 3. These are rockets that are being used over and over again?
No, they have been doing new testings like for the past 3 weeks, and they do a new test every 3 hours. And no, they're not reused rockets.
Because I heard that they come back to Earth and they're refurbished.
Well, tell me about the mission today, hopefully, 4:30.
Right. So
When does
there's
it come back?
obviously a lot of risk going into this. One, the weather. They've been going on and on. All news outlets have been talking about the weather. They're doing weather checks on the hour, every hour. Their main goal, from what I've been seeing, is they want to start fertilizing plants on Mars. So if they reach into the outer orbit, then that would be their main goal. But Elon Musk is more worried about getting them out of the central orbit first. But yeah.
And then it comes back, they land. What's the whole mission?
So I think the mission is at least 3 months, like rotation. And first, like since this is the first non-NASA, non-government expedition, then he wants to see if he could just reach out first and make it out.
Now you realize there's something called inner space and outer space. And there's been this theory that we never went to the moon because to get through this barrier with meteorites
Joey, I
melt.
never heard that theory until you gave us this whole thing on, did we really land on the moon and why was the flag blowing? It's like sharing Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy. You know what you did to me on that?
But I
You
wasn't
put that-
wrong.
I don't know whether you were wrong or right, but you just like took the Tooth Fairy away from me when you said that.
What did she? Because you saw the flag moving.
I never thought twice about
Did you
it.
look it up on YouTube?
No.
Well, look it up. Everybody
I didn't
looks
want
it
to
up.
change my perspective on
My
anything.
brother got so mad at me. He says, "You're not an American." He started screaming, chasing me around the house with a baseball bat. I just asked the question. But this is the second conspiracy. This ring that's around the Earth. Can man-made rockets get through it? There he is, and you can't. That we never went to the moon. There he is. Now, you saw the movie Mars, and that's where they're getting all the stuff now. Can we raise plants on Mars?
That's the question.
Slick? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to send Slick up. Now, I have my ticket to Mars.
How are we sending Slick up?
We're sending Slick.
Yeah.
He's going to be the cool cat of Mars.
He's going to be a Martian.
You're going to go up with your gobble around and have a slick sip in Mars. There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Now, the funny thing is, right, that can we get there? Now, they also have in this mission, if it's aborted today, what's the next date that they have open? Do you know?
May 30th.
Which is Saturday. Is that correct?
I think
Saturday?
so, yep.
So if it doesn't work this time, because the weather's been so funky, but I
Yeah.
think they're going to get it off this time.
And I was also curious why they decided to choose the Florida Kennedy State Space Center, because Florida's weather is so fickle compared to anywhere else. So I'm curious why Elon Musk wanted it to be in Florida originally.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. How old are you?
22?
Do you remember when the space shuttle exploded?
No, but I learned about it in school.
Okay. When that thing happened, I was in a McDonald's on Kingsbridge Road, and I saw it on live TV. It isn't only about taking off the rocket. The plane, if they have to abort, they have a system, and it lands in New York City. And this was put into effect years ago. So the reason they picked here was because at the time they could shut down New York in case this thing goes up and it has to be
Okay.
averted there. That's the reason that
But
they
they were
did it.
talking about this pad. No, they haven't used this pad since like
Apollo 1.
Right, 1939?
No, Apollo 1.
Pad 39.
Apollo 39, Apollo 1 took
That was
off
the
on
last
it.
time they used this.
That's right. And they're bringing it back to use it again.
Don't you wonder why?
Because this is history. They refurbished it. You got to understand something. To put a man out in space costs a lot of billions and billions of dollars.
So imagine how funny, right? If we asked Andy if he had something about the Apollo 1 flight to commemorate,
He will.
right, with today's space flight.
You probably get a moon rock for you.
These are things that are just history in the making.
You see, it's really funny because one of the problems with the NASA program that it was getting so expensive to do this, that they were cutting down. They bid out the job. So $1 billion project, you get it for $100 million. You're using secondary parts.
But you
That's
talk
what you
about,
wanna do.
you know,
That's exactly what I was thinking.
People
Like
who-
secondary parts, I feel like they 100% refurnished it.
Yes.
And like built it better just in case, because like there has to be a lot of regulations against reusing a part like that.
I mean, you look at the size of this.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, claustrophobic, forget social distancing. I mean, these guys are like, boom, next to each other, like this
But
upside
did you
down.
see their spacesuits? Did you see the spacesuits?
Yeah, so that was another big controversy. Is it safe to do this launch during a pandemic? And a lot of what people were saying was these two astronauts, who are basically veterans of NASA, have been quarantined together for about like 2 weeks or
Yep.
more.
Yep.
And they are going above and beyond with precautions, with like sanitary. And if it's only two people going up there, I feel like it doesn't really affect what's happening today's time with the coronavirus.
I think you're right, and they've been quarantined together,
Yep,
so
they
they're
were
being
forced
tested and
quarantine.
everything, and they've been together under strict supervision, not going anywhere. So they've taken a lot of precautions with this.
Yes.
Now, my biggest fear is because since they've had to postpone the launch, there's over, I think, 27,000 moving parts on this thing. And my biggest fear, they use nitrogen and all sorts of stuff that freezes up. Anybody seen the movie Armageddon? They've been playing it all weekend. Have you seen the movie Armageddon?
How do you have time to work when you're watching all this?
Because I'm watching as
I
I'm
mean,
typing.
seriously, do you work?
Armageddon is one of the greatest movies ever made. It's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you cry. It is the greatest movie. And I found out a year ago, we actually put a ship, landed on a meteorite. Remember when I brought that in and I was excited? You know how hard that is? We actually put a ship on a meteorite. That's what Armageddon is about. They got to land on this meteorite and split it in half so it separates and saves the world. But you got to watch Armageddon, because in Armageddon, they talk about the suits and everything else, the change that's going on in the industry. In that movie Mars, they have those suits, the space suits.
A
all
lot
that
of
has
change
changed
in this industry.
Everything's
We talked about
changing.
that, Dina, as what's changed and going back up, right? We're the first to do this. America now is the first to be going.
Well, this is, the first small business that isn't incorporating the U.S. government. So it's all being funded without the U.S. government. So that's like what the big historic breaking is happening today.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it?
It's, I didn't know you were going to do this, but absolutely.
I didn't know I was going to do it either, but we were talking about it, and she goes, I know all about it. And this morning she said, just give her 5 minutes to pull her thoughts together, and I go, you got an hour.
Now, I need to ask, anybody ever seen a rocket launch live?
Yeah.
Have
In
you ever
person?
gone?
Not
In person.
live, but
Have you ever gone to
rewatched
Orlando to
videos.
see it?
Cape Canaveral, Port Canaveral.
Port Canaveral, Cape Canaveral, whatever Canaveral. Has anybody ever seen a live takeoff?
No. Have you?
Okay. I have not. And you know what? This is it.
If you leave
Where
now,
you going?
you can make it.
And actually, President Donald Trump is going to be there today, too.
Don't
Is
change
it?
my mind. That's
If
not what
you
I'm talking
leave
about.
now, you can get there by 4:30.
I want to do a production from there.
Okay.
What are you going to tell me
With
now?
a very long Ethernet cord to the moon.
No,
That'd be a great meme, by the
no,
way.
They have,
The Brooklyn Cafe, and we got to call Kelsey, and a long Ethernet cable plugs into Mars.
they have facilities there. They also have a park there, I heard, that you can have a picnic and stuff.
They've got a
And
lot
you
of
watch it
things
a few miles
there.
away.
The last time I was there was for Girl Scouts. We had a sleepover with my daughter, who is now 28, for Girl Scouts, and we slept under
The rocket?
the rocket.
You slept under the rocket?
Yes.
That was before it took off.
That was Girl Scouts. But they really closed everything down there in Port Canaveral. So you think about the amount of jobs, tourism, restaurants, hotels. When they
But it's gonna
stopped
open
that,
up again.
but how many years has it been since they closed down Port Canaveral?
No, it's been open. They just haven't been.
But all of the industry, all of that. And
But-
how did they find what two astronauts? What made them choose these two?
Oh, that's an
So,
interesting
well, they
question.
are veterans. They're NASA veterans. So I think Elon Musk was looking for someone with experience and two people with experience. Their names are Bob Birkin and Doug Harley. And I don't know the process of him finding them, but I'm sure any NASA astronaut is qualified.
I mean, think about the screening process on that.
I heard there was 1,700 that tried out, and they got it down to these two. I would like to talk to the others. Maybe the runner-ups. You know, if they get sick, you got to have people in place.
Right. I'm sure there's a bunch of runner-ups. There has to be.
There has to
Slick,
be.
research it. Find them.
Right.
Let's call them. Let's bring them in
call
tomorrow on
Let's
the show.
Can we call Cape Canaveral?
Sure.
1-800-ROCKET. And ask them, is the rocket going to go in the air?
It'll be interesting to see the last.
Do you know you can see it from here?
I don't know if you can.
You can. I see it from my house.
You and Sarah Palin. She can see.
Sarah Palin
She
saw
can see Russia from her
Yeah,
house,
and she
and you
waved.
can see a rocket.
And
I
then
can see a
Antelope waved back.
You and I sit here way too long. It's like sitting in a
I
vacuum.
love Sarah Palin. Don't make fun of her.
I do too.
She's a brain.
I
Who
love
else would say some of the things she
Who
said?
other things do you remember what she said? What do you say?
It was all controversial.
Remember exactly what she
Very
says.
controversial, but she was great.
But let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We're going to hear a little bit from Slick. Slick has a little bit of tidbit on a segment that he's putting
He's
together.
got a tidbit?
Tidbit. Look at his face. You have
You
5
got a tidbit?
minutes.
Oh yeah, I got a tidbit. Yeah, tidbit.
We
So,
got to get a mic for you.
We're going to
Stay
go
right
to
there.
commercial break, get a mic for Slick. Watch the launch today. 4:30, I'm sure will be over everywhere, all over your cable TV channels. Dina, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stay tuned. Auction bid is still open, 888-994-4995, and we'll be right back.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams, and oil drops to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
We are on fire, so let's spread your business like fire. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Cafe TV channel on Amazon Fire. Contact us today at 866-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with the click of a button. Together, we ignite.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I'm enjoying sitting in this nice, big, luxurious chair, I can tell you. The chair's bigger than me.
I'm going to tell you, it's funny to watch Valerie.
Look how little I look in this chair.
Valerie's in there eating carrots.
Yeah?
Ugh.
She's been working hard. The girls are working hard.
I don't know why you would consider carrots food.
They are, if you're a rabbit.
You like them?
Delicious and nutritious. Let's turn Slick and Dina on. Slick, is your mic on?
Dina is Slick. Dina, you eat rabbit food too? I mean, you eat carrots?
Rabbit yeah, food. I'm a vegetarian, so I eat any type of vegetable at all.
You're a vegetarian?
Yes.
There you have it. I'm a vegan.
Really?
Yeah.
I almost don't believe that.
Thank you. I be saying the same thing.
Why you don't believe that?
I feel like he has a burger sometime in his week, but he's not gonna tell nobody.
Don't mumble.
I feel like you're gonna have a burger throughout this week, but you're just not gonna tell anybody.
I don't eat burgers. How you like me now? I eat vegan burgers.
He ate a pizza.
Well, tomorrow when we have Jimmy C's, who's ever coming tomorrow, Italian in the house.
Wait a minute.
How exciting.
Well, hold on a second. Slick is
You ate a pizza.
I had a pizza.
With Fritos.
Yeah, so that's vegan.
Okay, guys.
There ain't nothing there's nothing non-vegan there. Fritos are vegan.
I know it is vegan, but I won't be surprised if I see you just muffling somewhere with like a burger.
I can't
probably
have
turkey burger.
They have eggs.
Turkey burger?
Oh,
turkey burger. No, you can't have a turkey burger because a turkey has a mother. If it has a mother, you can't eat it.
All right, I'm so sorry. But carrots are nice though.
I can't stand carrots. What? My mother gave me carrots and spinach as a child. I used to tell Mom.
Insane.
My mother used to say, "Come on, you want to be Popeye?" I said, "Mom, the only Popeye I'm going to have is punch myself in the face and make me eat this."
But you didn't have carrots in soup, baby carrots for a little snack for lunch.
With some ranch.
Packs.
So good.
I'd rather have a bourbon on ice, sit back and chill. I ain't having no
We got some Gruyere in the fridge, all I can tell you.
I thought.
All I could say. You like carrots too?
It did sound like.
No, okay.
My cousin Vinny here. He's taking some pictures because our auction is open. All the proceeds are going back to the Benny Blades 36 Foundation to benefit our underprivileged youth in South Palm Beach County. And now she's got an orange.
What the hell is that?
It's a Clementine. She likes orange food.
That's a movie. No, that's a song. Oh, my Clementine.
Yeah, that started this morning with a Clementine. Maybe she can help Teddy's mom make the Clementine limoncello. That's coming tomorrow, by the way.
Before we get to Slick, are we doing the Mia Cafe, the Mia, what is it called? Mia's Place?
Mia, yes.
Are we doing
Casa
that
Mia?
Friday? Casa Mia?
Yes.
We doing that Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
Casa Mia. We're adding liquor to our monthly budget, our weekly budget here. But everyone loved Casa Mia here. Mia's Mixology Bar.
I can't believe he's here. Look at this. Come here. Come here. Come here. I gotta tell you, one of the things I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that we never know who the hell's gonna show up. But this
Mr.
guy,
Love. That's my
you
man.
gotta love this man. Let me see that, please. Bring that over here.
Spreading
I can't
love.
believe that you got this done as fast as you did. Look
Wow.
at this. That is spectacular. That's gonna go on.
That's
the
nice,
door.
yeah.
This is brought by Kenny Love, whose show is. We're gonna be putting you on stage here, Kenny. Making it as big as life. We're gonna be putting everything up for you to do your thing. We're going to open it up little by little for people to come in because everybody wants to be on your show. He put the sign, I think we gave you this last week.
This is unbelievable. So one of our producers, we have to show this to Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Put this together, print it. This is going to hang on our door so everyone can find us.
This is beautiful, man. I tell you. Today I tell you I love you.
I love you, man.
That's like the movie, I love you, man. I tell you, everybody loves that show. You gotta keep up the good work because you know what? You're bringing a lot of people happiness. People are actually tuning in. You know that you have more followers in the short period of time than any show I've ever produced in 12 years. It is unbelievable the amount of people that you're generating. And another one, I'm always hitting the approve because everybody wants to be a part of it. A little bit more of you goes a long way. So thank you for what you've done. I appreciate it.
This
from the
looks
bottom of my heart.
incredible.
What a job. And he got it done. You all right. You all right, bro.
Now you got to get it. You're going to say, Dawn, we got to order a hanger now.
We're going to put the hanger on. I may take this home, sleep with it.
Please do.
This is beautiful.
Snuggle up with it at night.
I may walk around with this and just show people.
Be a sandwich board.
A sandwich board? I'm going to walk around every studio. We have multiple studios that we haven't visited. We have the radio station. So wait till I do your show from the radio station.
Another one, just let me know.
Than's you.
Oh, this guy's killing me. This guy's killing me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up charities because I know you do a lot of charity work. All of these pieces that we have is raising money for charities. He has every team in the world you can think of. Everything out there. We're going to put this out. We're trying to raise money for not-for-profits and everything else. And I know that you're big on that because I watch your show. Man, your show is an intense
You watch the show,
man.
and Teddy.
And I run.
And you do.
I do. I don't understand how Teddy does
And
it.
Teddy does it spectacularly.
Wait till you guys learn that board. You're going to say,
we may never see you again.
It's a tough
I don't know
board.
about that.
But this is fantastic. I love this.
Thank
you are
you,
the
Ken.
man, bro. You are.
Do another one so you can carry that to other places.
Oh, we'll take it around with us.
Pleasure.
He's the man.
Love that.
Tomorrow
Really
at
amazing.
3 o'clock?
Friday.
Friday. What's tomorrow? Friday?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, 3 o'clock.
Tomorrow we got the Benny Blade Show, and then Friday we've got the Florida Love Show. So a lot of shows are coming out of our AMP Media Production Studio. Now you can always find us at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13.
I'm impressed. What a job.
That looks beautiful.
You hit it. You got that. I'm going to tell you, you're good.
Thank you.
You're pretty freaking
Tune
good.
into all of that.
Man,
Love you guys.
Love you too. Thanks, Ken.
what a day.
For any printing needs you can contact the Happy Printer. 1,000 free business cards he offers to businesses just to help get your business out there, elevate it. And oh my gosh, from banners, he did that spectacular backdrop we have over there that we use as a step and repeat. I drove you guys crazy on that. I
He
drove
did
you
that right away,
crazy on
too.
the name for this. I drive you crazy a lot, but it always works out
Now,
in the end.
everybody in here who's producing their own shows, I want you to put an order with him to give a card. He will help you for your own production, name of your show. He'll print the card for you. You just got to give him the graphics, and he delivers it just like he did here.
And we're trying to reach out to Linda Summers to find out about the weather, but she's not answering her phone right now.
I'll
So
get
Linda,
her.
if you're watching, let us know. We want to know what's happening with the weather from here all the way up to Port Canaveral.
Actually, we may have a green screen for Linda to come in and do the weather.
Exactly. Is that door open? Mm-hmm. Slick, can you go close that door, please? Thank you. Gotcha.
All right, so moving on. This is, I'm really touched.
He loves you, man. He says you're a big mush ball.
I can't believe he actually got it done. I didn't even ask him. I was gonna call him, hey, everything all right? And
This
boom.
is incredible. This is what you wanted.
That's what I want on the front.
And it's on
door.
metal, so it can be outdoors. We're going to get the little hooks in it. Oh, we have our Home Depot representative with us.
Can we get hooks this small for this bad boy?
I'll try to search to see if I can find
I
any
have a
hooks
hook.
for it
I have
tonight.
the perfect hook for it.
Get the perfect hook? Or two?
4.
Yeah, you can find hooks for it.
4.
Yeah, because it has 4 holes.
Where are you going to hook it to?
The front door.
Okay.
On the wall?
You watch.
I
Or
feel
just
like,
hang it.
I feel like this, next thing you know, we're going to have like bars outside our window, like in the South Bronx.
Now that, that hurts.
It's
They
no
just said
different than
that
being near the
hurts.
Orange Bowl. I got to tell you, it's all one and the same.
When were you in the South Bronx?
You were.
When you? You don't know what was there.
I've been
When
to
I
the
was
Orange
there,
Bowl.
there was nothing but burnout buildings. What are you laughing at? So what do you got there, Mr. Maestro?
Me?
Mr. Slicky?
I was having some locker room talk with the guys.
You were having what?
Before,
Locker room
like
talk?
on the 12-hour show. Sorry, I kind of
Finding
missed
out what each other's
part of it,
underwear
but
size
we were having a locker room talk about anxiety,
Anxiety.
and we're
Whoa.
trying to get
Whoa.
through this whole pandemic.
You,
Yeah,
Vinny, my cousin Vinny,
and Callaway.
and Callaway, we're talking about anxiety.
We're talking about anxiety.
I can see why. Okay, tell me
You're
about it.
unbelievable. What can you see? Why?
Oh, can you see? Yeah, like the American
I'll say,
flag. I
can
can
you
see
see?
why.
But we were talking about anxiety, and basically, I pitched your CBD store because they do have a lot of stuff for anxiety, and I was talking about CBG. Vinny never seen, or your cousin Vinny never seen
It's
CBG.
not my cousin Vinny, now it's your cousin Vinny.
Your cousin, not my cousin. Your cousin
changed
Vinny
the
has not
tense for
seen.
Hey, tell him don't hate the player.
Freddie's cousin
He's just
Vinny. Freddie's cousin Vinny never
Cousin
seen
Vinny, my cousin
CBG.
Vinny.
And CBG's very what's the word? It looks like something other than CBG, but it is actual CBG, and it does help you through this pandemic. You can use it in butter, tea, anything that you want. You can eat it
Wait a
if you
minute.
want to.
Were you there yesterday when I threw the little CBG bottle at
Jared?
double
Oh
R?
yeah, it went everywhere.
And it
And
went
it landed
everywhere.
all over him. And then Callaway came in and he's sniffing. Wait a minute, what is this?
We
And
have
it
a
was
commercial
test
spot
from the
for it.
American broadcast system to see who could identify that funky smell. And Callaway kept saying, wait a minute, what is this? Wait a minute, what is this? His fingers turned green and yellow and everything else. And we have a little blood test done here. But we had it in the studio. Did you see it? My cousin Vinny,
Yeah,
did
he's
you
seen
see
it.
No?
He's
Let me
seen
share
it.
with you.
But we're trying to build a commercial spot out of it. So basically, the commercial is going to be one camera panning from me, Vinny, or your cousin Vinny, to Callaway, showing the different ways you can use the CBG. But Callaway's going to use it in a way very interesting, but we just have to get we have the commercial together. We're going to use it in a very interesting way, but Callaway's going to end
I wanna know
it
what this
saying
interesting way would happen to be.
it's a very he's gonna smoke it. So he's gonna be
Oh, no, you
rolling
can
up the
smoke
CBG.
You can smoke CBD, CBG.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
I don't recommend it.
no, but we're gonna have the CBG right next to him, so it doesn't. I wouldn't recommend him to smoke it.
No,
but
no, I just don't recommend them smoking it
Well,
because first it's
smoking
hard.
it is better than like putting in a butter or drinking it because it limits the taste. Because some people aren't as accustomed to the taste that it like gives off and like lingers in your mouth. So when you smoke it and it burns, it's almost like as it burns, it like just floats away. Like there's no more like taste.
You should bring Asa into this whole conversation.
Okay, hold
that's
on,
what I
hold
was
on.
trying.
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
that's
whoa,
what
whoa,
that's
wait
what
a
I was
minute. Hold
trying to
on.
do
She's
as
an
well.
expert on it.
Hold on a second.
But it's a
Hold on.
commercial spot.
But let me tell you the problem with it burning. The word burn. You know, when you take and you smoke a cigarette, the heat of the cigarette is what's destroying your alveoli in your lungs. It is the burn that is creating the problem. That is where the bad cells then originate from. So smoking it may be detrimental to your health. You're
I
better
think
off
you should
eating
find
it.
out. You should call Asa and Jerry.
True, but we haven't. We're not discussing smoking it. We're just acting like we're smoking it. But we will be pitching it for your CBD as like a commercial spot.
Well, we will discuss that with Asa because I don't know.
I'm gonna discuss it with Asa.
I don't know if the smoking aspect is what they want to.
So that's why you need to talk to your CBD store.
And also, maybe the smoking aspect isn't better, but it might be appealing to the younger audience who are clearly struggling with vaping issues, like even people who smoke cigarettes. So it's like branching away, but it has the same act of doing it and putting it to your lips. So it's like more helpful that
Where
way.
do you go to school? I'm kidding.
Now let me ask you, youngers.
We're getting older. They're getting younger.
Youngers.
We're
I
aging
feel
as
like
we sit here.
I know. I feel another artery harder. Let me ask you
gray
guys.
hair is coming
You know
out.
how in the day, you know how sometimes you have a cigarette and then you pass the cigarette around, for lack of a better example, nobody get wise, and you pass it around. Would you do that with the virus now? I mean, you can't smoke through your mask.
Oh no, not at all.
So you wouldn't share a cigarette or anything else.
Yeah, it's all on your own.
What
If
do
you
you call
can't finish
it?
it, then
It's all on your
Individual
own. You have to
cigarette.
finish it yourself.
And
Yeah,
I
correct.
I thought
said,
he
no
called
more
it
shitting.
individual
No more shit, yeah.
stimulant.
sharing is no longer caring.
Sharing is not caring no more.
Sharing is not caring. Now that would be a great promo.
Sharing is not
There's the
caring anymore.
promo. Get your
Write that
own.
down. Sharing is not caring.
Get your own. No sharing allowed.
And there you have it. Brought to you by the Brooklyn Cafe, Amp Media
And
Production.
this has been a public service announcement. But it's true because now all of a sudden you can't even share a Coke. You remember how in the day, I don't know, when you used to play sports, the water bottles, and everybody used to suck out of the same bottle? You can't do that either anymore.
No, can't do
Wait,
any of that.
wait, no, you
got a
wait.
water
No,
fountain.
that's what I was about to address. You sucked on the same bottle that your teammates sucked on?
Even back then,
Even back then?
They didn't have the squirts.
they were glass. They'd break in your hand.
No, they were plastic and you drank out of them.
I love that they make you laugh.
You spray yourself down or like you try to
Listen, I'm gonna have
waterfall it.
if you mess up another show, I'm gonna duct tape you, and I'm
By
gonna squirt
mistake,
all over
technical
your face.
difficulties, technical difficulties,
You are
guys.
very technical, consistent.
Teddy, he's 2 for 2. Valerie's just not saying a word.
But back in the day, you used to suck in the same bottle. That's the way it was. Now they have the squirter. Now they put your name on a bottle, so you have your own private bottle.
Did you know, and you probably knew, the red Solo cup, all of these indentations are measurements?
Who said that?
It's true, it's a thing.
What's the
I'm
measurement?
pretty sure the first one is like a shot.
This is like an ounce, this is like a quarter cup or a half a cup, then it goes all the way
Well, there are
up.
lines, you mean?
Yeah, all these lines are actually measurements in this red Solo cup.
And I'm going to tell you something. For those of you who thought there was lines on a cup, it's news to me. I've never noticed any lines. Lines. I know what's inside the cup.
Yes, there are lines, it's a measurement of
What
what
the
it
hell
is.
makes you think of lines on a cup? What is wrong with
Someone posted that. They said, "How old were you when you realized that these lines are measurements?" And I said, "About 30 seconds
I was
ago."
this
This was
old,
on
yeah.
Monday. So apparently 53, I realized that these lines are measurements.
There's a wine line.
you? And I want to know why you know that line.
Fun fact I ran into.
All right, who's doing a segment later today or tomorrow? We're going to do a
This is
segment
the
on.
morning show stuff, man.
This is tomorrow morning, Callaway. You're going to bring in red Solo or blue. You're going to do the shot line, the wine line, the cup
You're
line.
talking about the red Solo cups?
Uh-huh.
There are 3 lines on there?
There's more than 3.
Get the hell out, really?
Look how many are here.
You can't even see through
Look,
it.
Freddie, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 on here.
How in the world? If you can't see through it, how do you feel it?
That's my next question. That's the problem. So a clear one would be a whole lot better so you can see. That's because you and I are old, Freddie.
I think this is a conspiracy.
You gotta
I think this is
eyeball it.
BS.
You gotta eyeball it.
I gotta throw my eyeball in
Yeah,
it?
you gotta
What the hell am I
eyeball
put
it.
my eyeball
No,
in
not
there
throw
for?
your eyeball.
You want to
You
throw my
have to
eyeball in the cup? Really? I could wash my eye in there. What's the matter with you, eyeball? You can't eyeball something
You
you,
gotta
can't see
eyeball
through.
it.
Here's the Solo cup. So here are the answers, the question for you. This is clear so you can actually see all the measurements in this cup.
You know, there was a time that I thought your IQ was really high. For you to bring this up,
They all know it though, right? This is a total 2020 piece.
Valerie didn't
Yeah.
know it.
I
Valerie, you
just
didn't know it,
recently
right?
learned about it. Just recent.
My IQ is higher because I know.
And Teddy goes, fact, yes, this is true.
Do you know that Galloway has the IQ that he could work on NASA and put a man
I
in
think
the
he
moon?
does.
He was an engineer, right?
Biomedical engineer.
Biomedical engineer.
Biomedical engineer? You didn't tell me that. Really? You're like an E equals MC squared. I think we're going to change your name.
And put him in like a white lab coat,
The doctor's in the house.
right? You got one of those.
I can
So
see you
digress
with
here.
rubber gloves and everything else.
But I think we're going to add this to Mia's mixology. Tomorrow, Zoo guys, we're going to add this in. Mia, I think, will be here tomorrow also. We can do our measurements.
Mia's coming in Friday.
Today's Wednesday. She'll be in on Friday.
I didn't even know that was even true. Did you know that, Mr. Slick?
Oh no, I was this old when I just learned about the lines, but I eyeballed everything that I put in a red Solo cup, so never knew about the lines.
And there you have it. I saw that on a post also. I got to find it again.
You gotta find it
Oh,
again.
actually, I sent it to someone else. I think I sent it to my kids because
You
I
know,
was so
today
surprised.
you've been a world of information. Stay
Here it
away
is.
from
I'm going to
men.
send this. Teddy, I'm sending this
It's
to,
useful
to
information.
Freddie.
Did you hear the "Stay away from men" quote she did this
Stay
morning?
away from men. Why?
You heard it, Mass?
Why? What
is
happened?
it?
Oh, that was a good quote, as a matter of fact.
What is it?
We're allowed back to work, but you have to remember, avoid men. Mouth, eyes, and nose. Instead, follow women. Wash your hands, obey social distancing, mask up, exercise and eat well, and no unnecessary traveling.
I love that.
That's outrageous.
Love that.
Now,
I wonder who
my-
comes up with things like that. I would
Dawn.
have never thought of something like that.
Dawn does. Dawn brings it up over and over again. Now, my contention is this. Does anybody know what the word W-O means? Woo.
Woo?
Yes.
Women
look it up.
only.
Somebody look it up.
Woo?
Woo.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
I just want to see if I can figure it out on my own.
Call to cause a horse to slow down.
That's whoa.
That's whoa. W-O.
W-O?
Yeah.
Just W-O?
But how do you spell
You
woman?
guys are hilarious.
How do you spell woman?
A falconer's call to a hawk. These are all like animal.
W-O.
I was told that W-O stands for
Interjection?
the other side.
Women only?
The other side. That's why it's the word is woman.
There it is. How old were you when you found out these lines are actually measurements? See
Holy
that?
smokes, there's a whole bunch of stuff on there.
It's a quarter. I know.
I don't believe that. I think that's a conspiracy.
So we tried this at my house. However, your theory resonates because you can't see through the red to see the measurements.
Put
on
that
the cup.
back up, Teddy. Put that back up. I would give you a bag of coffee if you can tell me when you hit that line. How can you eyeball
You
that when you
eyeball
can't
it.
see
Like,
through it?
it's already dimly lit on the area that you are in using this red Solo cup, so you eyeball
So here's
it.
the bottom.
It's already dim.
This
lit.
bottom
It's
one,
either
Freddie.
a
That's
club or a
white.
party.
That's 1 ounce.
It's dimly
Then this
lit.
is a half a cup. And then we go all the way up to like a cup and a half.
Dawn, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines in there.
Oh, but you realize is, yes, but on one side it's ounces and on the other side it translates into the amount of cups.
Okay, this goes in the record books. How many licks does it take to get to the middle of a Tootsie Pop?
No, I gave up. on
You know
that.
the answer, right?
2, 3, crunch.
3.
And this show brought to you by Tootsie Pops.
I mean,
We so digress.
but this is so ridiculous. I never. Why in the world? Well, I guess it's right.
Teddy has
It's
a
right in
fact
front of
check.
us.
And here's another post.
Oh,
But I don't think I can read this on air because I'm a lady. Should I let you read it? Put on your glasses. Because they're laughing in the other room. Yes, because in my spare time, while I'm watching 3 movies at once, I find these things. I sent that to my son.
If a fart can get through 2 cheeks, underwear and jeans, WTF, make you think the virus ain't coming through that mask?
That's a
That is
fact. That's a
so
fact. Yo, that's yeah.
true.
That's a fact right
I'm going
there.
to tell you something. This is the stuff that marriages are made of.
That's a.
I am going to ask anybody who's getting married, you got to ask this to your significant
I want
other.
you to ask your sons that.
No, because they'll tell me, Dad, I've been telling you this all along. That is true. If stinky can get through the fabric,
Yeah. Then what
you gotta
makes
tell
you
me the
think?
virus ain't coming through that mask.
Pretty much, that would be it.
Who sent you that?
I'm telling you.
Was that Teddy?
No, I was not Teddy, actually. Is that funny? I sent that to my son.
Where the hell do you
And
get this?
he goes, Mom, really? You sent that to me? I'm just saying. I know.
That is so unlike you.
I know, that's why you had to read it and not me.
You have regurgitated into the fartness.
I've turned into hanging
You
out with
are
these
now
guys.
in the fartness kingdom.
Talk about locker room conversation,
Locker room talk,
honestly. This is pretty much what we resort now to.
First of all, I want to ask Slicky over here. The three of them were having locker room conversation.
Yeah.
What kind of conversation would that be?
It's about anxiety. Like we were
Anxiety.
talking about, like, you know,
In the
different
locker
stuff that we
room
can
that
do.
you play sports, you talked about anxiety?
Yeah, it just came up. I
What
don't know.
locker room is that?
The conversation just shifted after she did her voicer. The conversation just shifted. Like it just happened. Because we went to, like, you know,
Okay, rat 'em off. That's not what you talk about.
We went to
That's not what you're
producers.
talking
We
about.
went to rap songs. We went to comedians, and then we went to anxiety.
It's like, you ever notice that when a woman at dinner, and there's 6 of them, let's say, they get up to go, one goes to the bathroom, they all go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the piping is all connected. What the hell is that all about? Why did
We're all
all the women go?
connected.
Do you know why they go? I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me.
Yeah, I
Because
want to
they're
see
gonna-
if you know.
They're
Yeah,
going to
that's-
talk about all the men at the table. They're going to talk about the men at the table, the men at the other table, and the men they wish they were at that table.
You wish. What we're doing is I have to take this one because she has my favorite lipstick in her purse, and I'm taking that one because she's better at fixing my hair than that one is, and that one's there to keep me company. You wish it was about you men. It's
Someone's
not.
got the concealer, but now do you even share the lipstick and the makeup? It's
Yep.
a whole nother bathroom show that, we can do with the
Yep.
girls in front of the mirror.
It's
let me
always
get-
about us.
hold
It's
on.
always about us.
Let me ask you a question. So let's say that there's either the 6 is a little strain going on between her and somebody else. You ain't gonna go to the bathroom and talk about that? No, you ain't gonna talk about that. No.
No, we do like to talk about
Oh, you didn't
But
get.
that's not why
of
that they're
course not.
coming
Oh,
with us.
I bow to thy grace. Of course not. Or you didn't get that birthday gift that he should have given you. Or he didn't bring home last night. No, that ain't what they talk about. You see, the difference is when you grow up with a sister, she tell you everything that's going on.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think I told my
used to
brother
rap out.
anything.
She used to rat out all friends and say, "Oh, Freddie, I heard that you and how'd you hear that? Oh, it was in the bathroom." Everything was in there. They discuss world politics in there, and you're the world.
Things are changing now. No more sharing lipsticks, no more sharing a cigarette.
That's right, but you still all pipe together. You all go to the bathroom at the same time. You know, what guy says, Callaway says, I'm going to the bathroom. I don't see all of us going with her to the bathroom.
Gotta go.
We ain't going there.
But you know what? It's different now that I'm older. Now we go out. We haven't been out for dinner, but when we used to go out for dinner with friends, all the men get up. Sometimes I'm sitting at the table
I
with
don't know
one
what
of the
men
guys.
you know about.
So sometimes he
Facts.
gets up,
Never
sometimes
heard
she
of
gets
that.
up, and
Let me ask you, 4 guys go into a bathroom stall. What do you look at? You don't look at each other. I know you don't look at each other. I can guarantee
You're correct.
$1,000.
what's
There's
that
an
like, by
etiquette.
the way?
There's
This
an
is like your
etiquette.
morning zoo.
There's
Do you all just line up at the urinals?
No, there are multiple urinals.
It's like a horse trough.
Everybody, no, and the funny thing is, the shyest guy, you take the shyest guy, a horse trough, yeah.
Horse trough.
Don't you?
Canoe.
Don't you wish? A horse trough. You take the shyest guy, like Slickster, and he's gonna go to the stall. Is there one in every group?
No, I go, no.
Going to the stall. Now, why is he going to the stall? I don't want to share a urinal with you.
I go to the
You guys
stall.
share urinals?
No, everybody's in a urinal, and
Okay.
there's this thing in between us.
No, because they're like you have to have etiquette with the unit. You have to have a space. Like
You're
you can't
mumbling,
just
what?
you can't just come into like
Or you need
anybody's space. So
that's
I
right,
have
'cause
to
you
go to the
built-
stall.
You built
So
like
if
King
it's
Kong. You
packed,
need a lot of space.
I go to
the
the stall.
urinal's in
room.
front of you, so don't even go there. You go
Elbow
because
room.
you're shy.
No.
Now, do you talk to the guy next to you when
Oh
you
no,
use
not
the
at
urinal?
all. I had guys try to talk like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Sometimes the urinal, there's a splashback problem.
Facts
And you
too.
don't get that in
That's
the
facts.
installed toilet.
It splashes back.
Like a splash.
You never.
Splash
I
warning.
can't.
Splash warning.
After the show, I'm gonna give you a straw or something, because apparently you're too far from the urinal. You gotta get closer.
He's
You're
6
way
foot
too far.
one.
He's a tall guy. I understand. You gotta get to the back or something. You gotta use the whole urinal, not just the bottom, because you're gonna.
What do you mean? It's like a.
I'll explain it. I'll
Is it
explain
like
to
the
him
water
later.
gun? You know,
No,
with
it's
the
not
balloon
like a
where you
water gun,
aim
but
and
nice
it
try.
goes all the way up in the
No, it's
amusement
not.
park?
It's not like that. I'll
said
explain later.
water
Now, one guy is always hitting the urinal. I mean, the stall. There's always a guy looking for a stall. Now, do you talk to one another when you're in there? Absolutely not. You look at that spot on the ceiling. You ever done that one? Let me talk to God. I want to get the hell out of here.
And then you aim to the ceiling?
Now, if you're mad at somebody, right? Like if you're on a date or something, you're mad with her, you're going to hear a lot of chatter. But guys, they don't go to the urinal to speak. You sort of speak where you wash your hands. You understand? All the conversation is there. Like you people putting on makeup.
Yeah.
You ain't doing none of that.
Very interesting conversation. This is a whole like morning zoo show. Did you see the priest during Easter, what he did for communion?
I'm afraid that he went to the urinal.
He used a water gun with holy water. And he blessed the cars as they drove by with the water gun and holy water.
I've been doing that for years.
I thought it was such a you thing to do. I couldn't believe you hadn't come up with that idea.
I did. I came down when I was in the church and I was an altar boy. I had that idea.
With the water gun.
And the priest hit me in the head with the water gun.
So I was thinking we could actually do that here at some form of something.
What?
With a water gun.
You want to have a water gun fight? With holy water or regular water?
Or gubba rum or something. We could just
A
add
gubba rum, I see. You're going to waste good rum on a water spout.
Facts.
Let me
Shoot it in
aim.
each other's mouths.
Exactly.
If we could do this with a bazooka, can you imagine me hitting Callaway with a bazooka water gun?
Teddy, we should get some water guns, fill it with gubba rum, and just like aim. I'm good at that game at the amusement park.
Well, we could play a game where if you get the wrong answer, you got to take a water gun shot in the mouth.
See, that's a good one.
We used
That's
to do
good.
that in the day.
We could do that.
But the water gun was real close because we didn't want to spill a drop.
We've so digressed. Tune in, oh my God, today at 4:30, let's watch SpaceX. I don't know when we have Dina back, but if you come back tomorrow, you'll give us an update, or
Yes.
tomorrow you can do it from where you are. We can, you just come in to the
Now,
computer.
I got to ask, are we going to do the morning show from the radio station tomorrow?
If we're cleared, we can.
It's up to you. If you guys want to go, we can do a whole different
Oh, I
setup.
don't know. I have to, no, not tomorrow.
Why?
I got Italian food coming,
Oh, that's right. They are coming. Oh, what about Friday?
maybe Friday morning.
No, we can't. We have the bar thing. You know, you mess everything up.
We don't have a bar at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, we can do it Friday. You guys in for Friday to do it? Is
I'll
any,
be
I need
in.
a zoo. Can
Okay.
you guys show up on Friday instead of tomorrow to do this?
Or we start Monday, so we'll come up with it. But tomorrow I got to call
No,
Jimmy
I
C's
promised
after.
her this week.
All right, so Friday.
Friday it is. Coming live from the WNN Beasley Radio Network Studios.
9 a.m. drive time from the radio station.
That's right, from the radio station, and there's a whole bunch of new stuff going on in there, baby.
I haven't been there in a while, so it'd be good to see it again. Say hi to Madam President Jody. You guys, great job today. Slick, I want that piece because Slick has some information coming forward about perhaps the possibility that some elements in CBD and THC may be beneficial in the virus. So
Correct.
if you have any information on that, we're going to see how that comes to be. You'll talk to your CBD
Asa?
store.
I'm already I'm trying to hit up Asa right now, but he's
They're
he's
away,
seen
I
my
think.
message, but he's not
Chicago.
I
texting
think
me
they're in
back.
Michigan. I think
Michigan,
they're away.
yeah, they're away.
So they
That
should be
hurts.
back tonight. and
No, he's
they-
away. He's away.
I think they're away.
He's away.
He's
Okay.
probably on a plane. I don't even know what the hell he's
Okay.
doing on
So
there.
I think they're coming back tonight.
And that's what I want to talk about tomorrow morning, about taking planes, because more and more people are going. I just heard that the airlines are going to stop loading it up at 60% capacity. How do you feel about that? I want to talk a little bit about that. Do you quarantine yourself for 2 weeks after you take a plane? There's the vacation. Who the hell knows? How do you handle this situation?
So a lot of things to talk about.
We'll have some fun with it.
Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow. Whew, 9 a.m. drive time. I don't know what's going to happen with this zoo, but this may continue.
We're going to have a little fun.
And the auction is open, so give us a call right in, 888-994-4995. We will post all of these pieces up on social media. The auction on these pieces runs through Friday, and then next week we have some new pieces coming on set.
That's right. And keep your eye out for it.
So have a great day, everyone.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.